Hey everyone, how's it going? Good to see you. I'm having a little bonus stream this week because I've been working on this Scratch game and I'm just like, I think it's really cool. So we're going to take a look. We're going to see what we got. Let me check my audio settings. I was watching the stream. I was looking at the glitch, that was going on yesterday, and I just was wondering about and I was noticing that my sound was kind of low. So let's see if we can't just take a look here at making sure that everything is all good. Well, there's my audio input. Seems like it's a little low. Oh well, hopefully that this is popping okay. OBS seems to say that it is well and loud, so maybe that's all we care about. Okay, let's put that over there, put that over there. Let's get on to the coding. Okay, so I'm gonna go to, we'll see if we get anyone today. It's Saturday. Hopefully, I mean, it's a nice day. Hopefully you guys are running around outside. I have a lot of yard work to do today, but I'm going to do this coding until it gets a little bit warmer, and then I'll get outside. Okay, we're going to go to crush depth. Here we are. Okay, see inside. Okay, so where were we? Here we are. Okay, so we got this working, and I just could not get the swim speed to work right. So we're just gonna leave it the way it is, I guess. Okay, so we did get the fish to work right. Okay, so what do we need to do? We need to get different fish for different levels of depth. And since our swim speed is going to be the same every time, we can just chart that out now. And then we also are going to need to do that's kind of a shame about the swim speed thing. It's all about this surface thing. It won't go up and down correctly if I change the speed. The speed is tied to the speed of it moving is tied to the depth. I tried so hard yesterday. I think I'm just going to give up trying to get it to work right. Which means we really need to have limited amount of oxygen for the beginning. So, okay, so what we want is we want the fish. So basically, however long you can dive down, that is going to be we're gonna have three. I think we'll have 3 swimmy levels, right? We can have regular, air tank, mini sub, right? Air tank, regular, so just holding your breath, air tank, mini sub. What other crafting? I mean, if we can't do speed, then what other kind of crafting can we do? See, because what I was thinking is that what we would do is we would have there are 2 kinds of things you could craft. You can craft things that make you swim faster and things that help you hold your breath longer. But if we are not doing that, then what are we doing, Just hold your breath longer, which, is okay. But it would be much more fun to have the swim speed too, but Best we can do. Okay, so let's see. I guess we could do like health, like how much health you have. You could increase that. Or maybe what we could do is we could have some kind of like defensive maneuvers. Like if you get grabbed by something, then there's like you could throw a flare, something like that. I mean, lighting is something we could do too, you know. Flares, flashlights. All right, well, if we're definitely keeping the depths the same, let's chart out how much oxygen you can have. So I think that with the submarine here, we should have well, how many different levels? I mean, it would be nice to have 4 levels. We could have like ocean, kelp, caves, depths, right? Ocean, caves, ocean, kelp, caves, depth. Yeah, so let's do something like that. So we'll have 4 levels, and I'll have to think of what they are. I mean, like normal, scuba tank, sea glide, mini sub, something like that. Okay, so we'll work with that. So basically, however far down you can swim, you need to. Okay, so let's say that you have 20 seconds of oxygen. That means the first level should be 10 seconds down. Like the maximum is 10 seconds down, right? Because you need 10 seconds to get back up. Like if all you did was hold down one, right? Then you are going to hit this depth right there. So there's 10. This is the depth. Let's go back up. Let's just reset. So let's say we start you off with 20 oxygen, right? Let's say 20 oxygen is where we start. And you just hit down. Okay, wait, let's go back. Wait for 20. When it says 20, we'll hit down. Ready? 20. And we're going to go down. We'll stop holding when the oxygen hits 10. 10. Okay, so here we are. So this is the maximum depth that you could achieve, right? Maximum. Because anything below this, you're going to just immediately die, right? Because you won't have enough air to get to the surface. So what we want, okay, I'm going to I'll type in the chat to keep track, okay? So what we want is for someone to be able to swim all the way down, and then at that's the transition point, because we want them to be able to start seeing the new zone, but then they can't get back up, right? Like they can't, if they go into that zone, then they won't have enough air to get back up. Game over, right? Okay. So right now we are at depth 273. Okay, so we're gonna say ocean is depth 0 to 270, right? Okay. And then we're going to, okay, let's reset the game. So I hope you can see how we're planning this out. Okay, so let's say, so that's 20 seconds of oxygen. So let's say that the scuba gear, I mean, like whatever level 2 is. I don't know what we're gonna do for the art, but let's say it doubles it. I mean, do we want to double it though? Because I mean, maybe 20 seconds of oxygen is too much. No, probably not, because you're gonna be down there swimming around. I don't know. What do you think, guys? It's hard to say, and this is like a balancy thing, you know? So like we're down here, we're swimming around, we're getting stuff, and you're like, oh, we gotta get 10 seconds, so we gotta get back up. Yeah, so that means if we want, we have to double it, because if we want you to spend that same amount of time down in the next level, it's going to take the same amount of time to get out. So basically, like, okay, like for example, we're at this ocean level, right? We want you to go down 1, 2, 3. Okay, so like here we are, and we're cruising around. We basically want to be collecting stuff here, and then like, oh, I gotta get out, I gotta get out, I gotta get out. I mean, that's the game. That's the game right there. So, we want to be playing around, getting stuff, get out. Ooh, that's tight. That's tight. Okay. But then we go all the way down. Yeah, so here we are, 260. And then you gotta get out. Did I even make it? 0. We made it. Okay, so I think, I mean, right now, the way I have death working, here, take a look. If I connect these blocks, that one and this one, we have like a game over situation. So like you can go down, and then what happens is it starts pulsating when you have 10% of your oxygen left. So see, we're down here. It should be around 2 seconds. There it goes. See, you got flashing, and then you die. Game over. I think that's a little too harsh. I think you should start taking damage when you're below 0. And then basically once you run out of life, you lose. So life is something that we can, or at least like the ability to like heal yourself, right? Make a med pack or something like that. Okay. So let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. So we're going down. Get some stuff, go up. Okay. Yeah, it works. So, okay. So that is, so let's just say that it is, so let's change our numbers just to ocean is 0 to 250. So that means we can, so 250, for every 20 seconds of oxygen, we can have another level, right? Because, no, because what happens is, okay, so let's say you're in the Kelp Zone, which is zone 2, right? You're going to need to have so it takes 10 seconds to get there, right? Look, currently it takes 10 seconds to get to Kelp Zone, 10 seconds to get out. So if you have 40 oxygen, that's 10 10. So okay, so the point is that, okay, to get to zone 2, you need 10 seconds of oxygen to get down there, and then 10 seconds to get back up. But to get to zone 3, you need 10. So the next amount of oxygen that upgrade you get has to be, oh, I guess, no, because you're still using it on the way up. Let's just test it. Let's just test it. So let's go to our thing. Let's set our max oxygen. Let's say you get level 2 oxygen. So we'll set it to 40. Okay. So now you got 40 oxygen. Okay, so let's get down to 250. Wait, let's get back to full oxygen. Okay, full oxygen. Here we go. So let's get down to 250. And we should start raising when we have... Okay, so we're down here. We're swimming around, we're swimming around, we're swimming around. We need to get going up at 20 seconds, right? 20 seconds, 20 seconds, 20 seconds, 20 seconds, 20 seconds. Go. We're getting back up. All right, we made it with plenty of air to spare. Let's do it one more time. Let's do it one more time. So here we are. We're up at the top. We got go. So we want to get below 250. All right, here we are. We're below 250. We're swimming around. We're at like 300. We're doing things. We want to basically wait until oxygen 20. Let's start going. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, cool. Not bad. Try one more time. Down. Okay, there's 250. And we're down here at like 300. We're swimming around. We're swimming around. We're getting ore. We're getting gear. We're getting stuff. 20 seconds. Let's go. And I mean, you know, the game will be more fun because it'll be like sharks and stuff. Okay, yeah. So we get back with 10 seconds, which is weird, man. Change it back to 20. Because it should be 10 seconds straight down is... Yeah, 250. See, now I should be stuck. I shouldn't make it out. We didn't. We almost made it out. Okay. Numbers seem to work. All right. So now, so that means then we'll do kelp is 250 to kelp is 250 to 500. What is this shit? And I just swore on stream. Awesome. We'll have to bleep that out. Let's see. What time period was that? That was... It doesn't say here. Okay, so around 9 minutes, 30 seconds. Yeah, cool. 9 minutes, 30 seconds. Okay. So ocean, so kelp is, we fixed that. Okay. Okay. All right, let's get back to it. You know what I do? You know what I'll do? I'll fix this by just like not posting it. We'll just delete the stream. That's what I'll do. We'll just delete the stream instead of posting it. That'd be easy. Okay. Okay. Here we are. So, okay, so kelp is 250 to 500. So then let's say we get, so 20, 40, 60. Let's say 60, we get the next level of air, 60 seconds. I feel like this is going to be too much. Like, man, because level 4 will be 20, 40, 60, 80. 80 seconds. I guess it could be interesting, you know? As long as there's like monsters to dodge and stuff like that on the way up and down. Okay. Yeah, we'll definitely have to do like dodgy things. Okay, so that means that that kelp, the next zone down is over 500. So here we are, we're down here over 500. This is cave zone. And we got to go back up at 40 seconds. No, 30 seconds. What did we give the oct? Yeah, so 30 seconds. You have to start heading up. Okay, cool. Yeah, so cave, let's type that in here. Cave is 500 to 750. Okay, so let's get down there below 500, play around in the 600 range, and then get back up, start going up at 30 seconds. Ready? Down we go. It takes 30 seconds, so we have to like dodge sharks, dodge rocks on our way down. Okay, so here we are. We're down here. We're in the 600 zone. We got 30 seconds of air. We got a couple seconds to like grab some stuff. And then we got to get up. Let's see if we can make it. I always thought that Scratch should have like a notepad system, you know, so that you could take notes. There we go. Works pretty good. Okay. See? So we got oxygen there to spare. Okay. And then the depths are 720 to 1,000. Okay. 1,000. Okay. And then that means that you would have that would be 80 seconds of oxygen. Okay. So 20, 40, 60, 80. Okay. So now let's take a look at what the color temperature is of the water for each of these zones. That's the first thing we can do. So ocean is down to 250. So let's go down. This is where you'd be swimming around in the bright water. 250. We want it to start to look a little darker. And it does kind of look a little darker. That's not that bad, right? So let's get down to, okay, so basically what we want is 750 750 should be like black. So let's go down to 750. Is that black? No, it's still a little light. We want it to be, it doesn't really seem to get black until it looks like 900. So, okay, let's go change that. Okay, and look, it's divided by 10, so that makes sense that it's around 1,000 that is going to be totally dark, right? So, oh, we're going to drown. I forgot about that. Blah. You've died. Okay. Let's disconnect this so that we can work in the dark if we need to. Okay, so let's change the background. So let's divide it by 7.5. Let's see if that makes it so that when we hit 750. Okay, so here's 250. This is the bottom of the top layer. $500. This is the bottom of the Kelp Zone. And then here we are in the Cave Zone. Still kind of blue, right? And then, yeah, and then we get down to 750. It's just black. Yeah, nice, right? Okay, I think that works. I mean, maybe we can make it a little brighter. I mean, what if we did 8? Let's just try 8. See what that's like. Okay. So here we are, 250. This is the bottom of the ocean zone. Looks good. Down to 500. Bottom of the kelp zone. Pretty good. This is the cave zone. Yeah. Okay, I think that works. We're down here at 1,000, and then you gotta start going back up at 90. The audio stream's current bitrate is 0, lower than the recommended bitrate. What? Why is my audio bitrate low? What you doing to me, OBS? There we go. We made it to the top of 10 seconds. Okay, so I like it. I like it. Let me check out what's going on with my OBS here. Why is my audio bitrate so low? Doesn't say. Should be fine. Oh, there's video bitrate. It doesn't. Oh, audio bitrate. I don't know. I've never had that error pop up before. Current bitrate is 0. All right, well, whatever. Okay, so let's take a look. So now we got our colors right. And we got our oxygen levels right. Basically it's 20 oxygen for every 250. What's the next thing we can do? I don't want to work on the fish. Let me delete right fish. We're only going to work on left fish. Okay, so we're going to have 3 costumes per floor. 3 costumes per floor. So let's do well, maybe we should do kelp. Do we want to do kelp for the kelpie zone? I mean, these are our background fish. Let's try to make kelp. Let's see what that is all about. I mean, how are we going to do that? Right? Okay, so let's make a kelp sprite. This should be pretty easy. Let's grab this guy and we're just going to do this. And no, not a straight line. Or do we want maybe straight line? No. Let's do a circle. And we'll fill it with green. Like this. And we will bend it around a little bit. Okay, so there's a kelp. There is a kelp. All right, and we're going to do on green flag, send it to the back layer. Where is switch costume? Show graphics. Ah, here we are. Go to back. All right. Yeah, because we want, although, I don't know, maybe not. Can we go to random layer? Because maybe we want some kelp going in front of us, you know? Okay, it doesn't matter. Let's just not worry about that for now. Okay, so what we want is, how do we get kelp to spawn? Right? How do we get kelp to spawn? And how do we get it so that they... Okay, so let's see. Because what we don't want them to do is just like, boom, appear, big full kelp. Boom, disappear, big full kelp. We want them to like slip on and off the screen, right? And we had that issue with this surface. See how I did like do this size jiggery thing? It's kind of bizarre. Okay. So what do we want to have happen here? We want basically... Okay, so, okay. The first thing we can do is we can hide this guy. So, green flag, hide. All right, it's gone. So what we want is we want it to appear from the top or bottom while... Okay, so if they receive... Okay, so we already got this broadcast move waves up and down, right? So let's use that. When I receive... waves moving up. So it's strange, but like the waves are going up. Like we're going down, waves are going up. I don't know how to rename these, so, which is a shame. Okay, when I receive waves moving up, we're going to have, let's just do like, create a clone. Okay, we'll just create a clone. Okay, when I start as a clone, okay, so we could have kelp moving up and kelp moving down. Two different sprites. So that way we can use when I start as a clone exclusively for that moving up and moving down. I mean, Otherwise, we'd have to like flag what kind of clone is being created, and let's not. That would be a pain. So we're gonna call this kelp moving up. Kelp moving up. And by moving up, we mean moving up the screen, not its complex. Okay, when I started a clone, we're going to say go to random position, and what is our thing? It's 180 by 180. Okay. So go to positive, anywhere between positive 180 and negative 180. And our fishy by it's 120, I think the screen size. 120. Let's just 120. Okay. So let's give that a try. So this it froze. It crashed my thing. Wow. It crashed my thing. Okay, let's save. Okay, we saved. Okay, so that crashes. Okay. So we're receiving this wave up thousands and thousands of times. It might be just too much. It might be trying to make thousands and thousands of clones. So we can't do that to the poor system. So let's have a if gate here. So if, and then we'll do a random number equals. So if our random number between 1 and 100 equals 1. So this is a 1% chance. Let's see if that slows down our crashing. Okay, cool. But let's set it in the middle here. Oh, you know what we didn't do? We didn't do show. So let's do show. That's why they're not showing up. Okay, look, kelp is appearing. Kelp is appearing. That's cool. Okay. And let's set it to 120. Okay, so it's up there. So negative 120. Okay, cool. Yeah, but so it needs to be even more. So negative, let's just try it. Okay. Now we want it to go up and down with the ship, right? So when I receive, we need another one of these. When I receive waves up. Okay, when I receive waves up, we're going to increase the y. Change y by 4. I guess we can just start. I was using the swim speed for everything, but we're not going to change it. We're not be able to change the swim speed. Okay, there we go. Look at that. We got kelp going up there. Okay. That's cool. Look at that. We got kelp going. Okay, but it is appearing too far down. So it's appearing, it's just like, boom, appear. I mean, like, if we do like negative 200, is that still, let's just confirm here. Yeah, see, it's still just boom appearing, which is not what we want. We want it to like creep off screen, right? All right, let's just duplicate this so it goes down too. So one way is move down, change Y by negative. So see, what I do is I multiply the number by -1 to get the negative swim speed. Down we go, down we go. So there they go, but then I can go backwards. And then what happens is they all get stuck up there. And then they all come down together. And then they all get stuck down there, and then they all come up together. So what we need to do is we need to like get this working right. So let's see, how did we do it with the surface? We did this set size small and big. Let's see if that helps. Set size to 100, duplicate, set size to 10%. Okay. First, let's see if that makes it creep on screen. No, it's still just pop, pop, pop. I wonder if we can find it like okay, like scratch screen size. 360, so 180, it is 180. So let's do -170. Let's see if that helps. No, it's still popping on. Pop. Let's try 50. Let's just keep lowering. Let's see if it's from the center. Nope, pop. Okay, hold on, let's show this. This is the one. Okay, so negative like 150. Yeah, that's what is that, -50. Okay, like let's try like what's this? Negative 195. Yeah, see it just like if we can get it to pop. Tap 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 tap. There it is. See, pop. So it pops on it basically just pops like right on the bottom. We don't want it to pop on. Okay, let's see here. Scratch. Move sprite on screen. So we did off-screen sprites. Oh, it can be done using the go-to blocks, the glide blocks, the move blocks. Let's see.
The great thing about Scratch is that it's really easy for beginners to get that Scratch their first
Yep.
Scratch, because the programmer would go, where is the cat? So Scratch, because it really helped. Sometimes it's simple and it's not completely elegant, and it's important to note that sprites which are any sort of usual size will be chopped off so that 15 pixels always
15
are
pixels
shown at the edge of the screen. So like this sprite has a width of 93, right? And in the middle, and then 15 pixels of black border sprites. The cat is able to go all the way there. But you have a lot going on. It still feels relatively immersive. It'd be great if we could allow the sprite to truly go off there. So this is another project with sort of a border showing where the 15 pixel gap is on each side. And just to show that it really is on each side 15 pixels, I've got this sprite in the middle that's going to expand out with lots of clones, 15 pixels. Show kind of what we're going to do to show, so that we can sort of see what's going on off screen in the blue region out here.
This guy's nuts.
When you couldn't see steps is running forever. Scratch only checks to make sure the sprite is on screen when you change its position. So if you change the X coordinate or you change the Y coordinate, that can be done using the go to blocks, the glide block, the move block, the change X, change Y, set X, set Y. All those blocks will change the coordinates of the sprite.
Right.
If you use any of them, Scratch will then check, is the sprite on screen? And if not, it'll sort of push it back. Fortunately, there are other blocks that allow us to move the sprite off screen that don't actually involve changing the sprite's coordinates. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the sprite's size to be 200%, to be a lot larger. And you can see when I do that, the sprite is able to move a little farther to the right. I'll do that again. If we go back to 100%, we start the project, it gets to the edge, and then we set it to 200%. Now it's able to move a little bit farther. And this is great, because now, if we set the size back to 100%, remember, when we set the size, Scratch is not going to check to see if the sprite is off screen, because none of the coordinates are changing. The X and Y up here will see the sprite is off screen. Calculation only when the sprite is... So I suppose, actually, we can just use the project from before. My border of the cat to be 200% before it moves. And actually, we can go even really different size. It can still work. And then after we move, we'll say actually want to quickly not be able to see the sprite change. Sprite will actually be bigger in sort of the internals of Scratch. Scratch percent size, the same position off the screen, just like
okay. Let's see if that. Okay, so let me see. I have it backwards. So let's try this like 400%, 100%. And then maybe even over here, that's where we need to do it, because this is the moving. So let's try the same thing over here. We're going to do show 400%, set size 100%. Let's see if that gives us what we want. No, they're not. They're still popping up. Dang it. Oh, but it's at 120. So let's change this to 200. Oh, there we go. We did it. They're sliding up on screen now. Cool. And then can we go back down? Yeah, they're all there. Okay, neat. Neat. That's fun. Okay. Yeah. And are they leaving? They're leaving the screen completely. Perfect. We did it, guys. We got ourselves a big, weird kelp forest. Now look at all this kelp. Isn't that fun? Okay. So let's continue on with our project here. So let's grab we want to delete these guys because basically we have too much kelp. So we want to say if we want a forever. So let's give me a forever if if the Y, oh, not set. If the Y position is ever greater than, let's restart this. Show this guy. Where is he? Okay, whatever. If the Y is ever more than, so what was it? 180? 180. No, it's 360. Right? 360? The screen height? Yeah, so 180. So if it's ever more than, we're just going to say 200. If it's ever more than 200, then delete this clone. Okay, now, so that's testing it on the up way. So let's give it a swing. We're swimming, we got some kelp. So we can bring it back, right? There's that kelp, we can bring it back. But now if we go back up, oh, it's still there. Okay, let's keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. And then reverse. Yeah, okay, so it cut them off. So look at all this kelp, right? Tons of kelp up there. Tons of kelp. But if we stop and reverse, okay, so there's the big kelp wall. Scoot, scoot, scoot. I think it's killing it. I think it's killing it. We crashed. We made too many kelps. We made too many kelps. Okay. Let's get it to stop. This is why it's important to delete the kelps, because if we don't delete them, then they will ruin our lives forever. So let's change this to 190, see if we can get a better idea. Okay, there's our first kelp. Okay, it's right there on the left. So if we go, he comes back. Cool, right? He comes back. Cool, right? Looks like he's not disappearing. Yeah, he's not disappearing. All right, let's just change this to 180. See if that. Okay, let's change it to 120, and then we should be able to watch it disappear. No? Let's do 100. That should be on screen. Come on, kelp. Okay, here we are. Okay. So maybe that doesn't work. Maybe what we need to do is move this forever to when I start as a clone. Let's see if that's what the issue is. Try again. Okay, there they go. See, they're disappearing now. Boom, 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 boom. Right? So let's increase this to like 120. Okay, now they're being deleted when they hit the top of the screen. So let's change it to 140. This is called brute forcing it, you know, just doing it one at a time. Okay. So let's change it to 160. Okay. What if we change this to 200? That give us better control. They're still disappearing. 200. Okay. That's better. We get most of it off screen. I don't know if changing this number will help anymore. Like 240. Let's just see if it's. I bet my prediction is it's going to be the same thing. Oh no, it did it. It went off screen. Now if we scroll back up, they're gone. Okay, we did it. We got kelp, and we want them to be gone. When we scroll back up, there we go. We did it, guys. Now we'll have down kelp too, so it will be fine. Okay, cool. We got kelp. Now we want this to only spawn. We want this to only happen when we are inside our certain range. So if, let's grab an and. Okay, so our first one is we want it to happen if depth is between 250 and 500. So, let's grab, so we want the depth to be greater than 250, but we also want the depth to be only less than 500. This is the range of the kelp forest here. Okay, let's put that in there and put that in there. Okay, so here, this controls the check. Okay, better. Let's not roll the random number until we are inside the zone. That will help save us some processor speed. Okay, so we should get no kelp until we get, right? So far, so good. No kelp until we get to 250. 250. Okay, we didn't get any kelp. Let's reduce the random number chance to 20 so that we get a lot more kelp chances. Maybe we just missed it. Okay, here we are in the kelp zone. Okay, here comes our kelp. We got a bunch of kelp. We got a bunch of kelp. Whoa, a whole bunch of kelp. Maybe that was too much. Let's try 50. But it did turn on. It turned on at the right zone. It's funny how, like, and then it should turn off. Okay, it did it. But it's funny how, like, it doesn't seem to like immediately turn on 250. Like you would think that just boom, kelp at 250, you know? So like on. But where's the kelp? It doesn't like start showing up till like 300. Now, is that because it's spawning? Okay, it's spawning way deep down there. That's why. So can we change this to, well, let's just give it 5 less pixels. Begin. Okay, down we go. Yeah, better. Better. Okay, and look at, oh my god, the cup. It crashed before. So why does it like, it gets like exponentially more kelpy? Like at first it's just a couple kelp, all of a sudden it's like, blah, barfy kelp. All right, let's change this to, let's stop this, and then we'll change it to, it's almost time for me to go do some yard work, guys. All right, project saved. Let's change this back to 100. And I wonder if we can reduce that 240 number. All right, Kelp Zone. That's a pretty good amount of kelp. Let's do it one more time. Basically, we want to swim down to the cave system. It's pretty good. Now, when we go back up, they should all be gone. And they are gone. Perfect. Yay us. Okay, a couple other things we can mess around with before we make the upswimming ones. Let's have it be a random layer. Go forward, go backwards. Oh man, we can't. Okay, we'll just do an if else. Let's do if else. Maybe, hopefully this will work. When I start as a clone. And we'll put it right here. When I start as a clone, and we'll do a random number equals random number between 1 and 2. If random number equals 1. So it's a flip of a coin. If random number equals 1, we're going to say go to back layer. Else, go to front layer. Okay, let's take a look, see if that works. Down we go. Kelp Zone. Okay, so, yep, see, look, we're behind that kelp. We're behind that kelp. And see how, oh, there we go. We're behind some kelp and in front of other kelp. That's what we want. We want it to seem like we're in the middle of all of it. Cool. All right. I feel like I want a little more kelpiness though. Let's 190. We can even change the depth number. Like, it doesn't need to, like, immediately be 250. We could have it be like, that's one way of changing it. We can have it be like 240, right? And that way it starts showing up 10 depth earlier. Yeah, so see now we're down in it. Yeah, let's change this up. Let's change this to be like 50. Now, last time we did 50, it crashed our game, so let's save. You would think, though, that we would just get twice the kelp, which doesn't look like much, but then all of a sudden it just becomes like a forest, which is insane. So see, got a whole bunch there. Like, this is not twice the amount. This is like 10 times the amount. Why is it that becomes so aggressive? Like, where's our happy medium? Try 75. See, it's still strange how it like the kelp doesn't seem to show up till 300. It's supposed to be showing up at like 240. Let's change it to like, oh, shoot. Change it to like 230. I don't feel like I want to mess with it more than that, though. Down we go. Yeah, weird how it just like doesn't. I wonder if it has something to do with the fish spawning also. Because if you notice, I wonder if it has something to do with the fish spawning. Okay, well, I think I got it. We'll just like, and of course we can have like different looking kelp too, you know. Yeah, that time we just got 0 kelp. Hmm. Okay. Well, it's okay. All right, last thing we're going to do. Let's make some additional looking kelps. So, let's do paint a new sprite. And we're going to grab our circle. Put it in the middle. And let's bend it around a little bit. Okay. Let's actually like rotate this all the way around. Actually, I'm not a fan. I want it to bend the other way. So let's bend this guy out this way. Let's bend this guy out this way. Bring this guy in and around, like zoom in a little bit so we can grab these pieces correctly. Okay, and let's grab another kelp. Let's do like a split guy. Put him in the middle. Like this kind of a thing. So you can see, like, even when you're a computer programmer, art is like super important, you know? Now I'm not like, I'm not like the best artist, but like you can see that I do need to have some art skill. Let's do one more. And this time we'll change its color to be like a red. So that way there's like, sometimes there's red kelp, you know? But it'll be a little more rare. Okay. Like that. Here we go. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 costumes here. So what we'll do is when I start as a clone, where's it? Switch costume. Here we are. Switch costume to, and then we'll do random number 1 to 4. And we will put that right there. Okay, let's go down. Let's see if we suddenly have a whole bunch of different kind of kelps. Look, we got a red one already. Yeah, all these different kinds of kelps. Yeah, nice, right? Nice. Okay. Thought that looked pretty good. Felt like that looked pretty good. So let's duplicate this and do kelp moving down. So now basically we want to do the same thing, right? Same thing, except we want it so that it's going the opposite direction. So when I receive waves moving down, do this. When I receive waves, okay, so this is just that whole thing. So we can move these blocks here and these blocks here. Right. All right, we swapped everything, so let's just see if that works. So let's swim all the way down through the Kelp Zone. Should go to 500. And then it turns off, right? And then we turn around Oh, I did think of something. We need to be able to delete it. Oh, okay. So we got a bunch of stuff that we need to fix. Okay. So this needs to become positive 800. Oh wait, no it doesn't. That's the X value. This needs to become positive 200. And then if Y position is less than, we gotta swap this around because we want to delete it on the bottom of the screen now rather than the top. Okay, so let's give that a try. I think that should be it. I think. All right, 250. Where's our kelp? There's our kelp. Sometimes we just get no kelp. And then I guess that's the reality of random. And now we're below it. Let's go back up. We gotta swim back up through it. 500. Here we go. Okay, we didn't get any kelp. Got it on the way down. But we're not getting on the way up. And they're not deleting down here either. Okay, so let's duplicate these. Why is it not deleting? If Y position is less than, let's just say this to 200. Okay. Oh, it needs to be negative. If it's less than negative 240. All right, let's give it a try. How many times am I going to be like, oh, I got it, I got it, I got it. Okay, they're going up. There goes the kelpies. See, that's how much I want. It has something to do with how many processes I'm running. I'm positive. Okay, now let's go back up. There they go. There they go. There they go. And now, if we go back down, they're gone. Perfect. We did it, guys. Okay, now this can be used as a template for all kinds of other things, like spawning resources you have to get, things like that. I still haven't decided if I want to push everything to the left and right when we swim also. I think we'll probably want to change that. Anyways, let's click save. That is it for today, guys. I hope that you had a lot of fun. I did. Bye-bye.